Silent Light, very
in
quickly,
that.
third film from Carlos Regadas. The last film he made was Battle in Heaven, which I really, really hated. It played at the Cannes Film Festival and everybody applauded it. And it was just a load of old tosh. So I wasn't looking forward to Silent Light at all, which is a 136-minute art house film in which nothing happens quite a lot. And I have to say I was really won over. Nominated for the Palme d'Or and won the jury prize. It is apparently the first Plattdeutsch dialect German language film. It is also Mexico's official submission for the 80th Academy Awards and the first film from that country that's not in Spanish. The story is basically, try and imagine Witness, but as directed by Ingmar Bergman. It is a love triangle amongst the North Mexican Mennonite community speaking this dialect, which of course to me sounded Dutch. There is a husband. He is married to his wife, but he is in love with another woman. He is suffering because obviously it's a terrible thing. He's being torn apart. She is suffering more because he's doing a terrible thing. The third party is suffering quite a lot. At some point they go off.
Terrible things?
Yeah, terrible things are happening and terrible spiritual things are happening. But as the title suggests, Silent Light, not much dialogue. I mean, an awful lot of it is done in silence, and it's to do with glances, it's to do with looks, it's to do with, pictures of people looking and responding, which I have to say often for me is like, yeah, come on, move on with it. But in this case was really rather entrancing. And Light opens with what appears to be, but isn't, a real-time sunrise and closes with the picture fading completely to black. And in the middle of it, you have a portrait of these three people, in the middle of this really sort of terrible soul-destroying thing, and as I said, very Bergman-esque with a little hint of Witness, and occasionally threatens to veer into Lars von Trier territory, although Lars von Trier would have made it a much more cruel film and everybody would have ended up being horribly killed. And it is
as opposed to being pleasantly killed.
Yeah, and it is a film which ends with something which may be miraculous, depending on how you tend to interpret it. Obviously, the way I am, of course, I see it as miraculous because I'm an optimist. I believe that matter is Lucifer crawling itself back towards God. So what do I know?
You believe that matter is what?
Lucifer crawling itself back towards God. Let's not even get back in. Let's not even get into that because I'm getting called a supporter of intelligent design, which I think I quite specifically said I would never use that term because it has so many associations with nutballs in America.
It did sound as though you were... Of course, no one would ever think you're a nutball.
No, they wouldn't. Anyway,
That's back to the
Silent
Penguins.
Light is a really impressive piece of work. It is clearly the film of the week. I'm going to say that now because we'll run out of time when we come up to 4 o'clock. I never thought that I would say that about Carlos Regadas movie because I really hate Battle in Heaven. I thought Battle in Heaven was a really stupid film. My only worry about this was it's been rated 15, and the BBFC say it's been rated 15 because it has a sex scene which is suggestive, but it is clear what's going on. I just wonder about a system in which this is a 15 certificate and Beowulf is a 12. I mean, this is a profound movie and it's about real things and it's about, spirituality and human suffering and in the end possibly transcendence and goodness and forgiveness. And Beowulf is about naked people hitting each other with swords and running off with Angelina Jolie dressed as a lizard. I mean, hey, go figure. You raise the kids in the way you feel appropriate, but it's a 15 certificate movie.